Ciao a tutti, Marcello here. Jagged Alliance is one of the most beloved series in the world of strategy games thanks to its first two chapters, Jagged Alliance and Jagged Alliance 2, which THQ developed. However, after the first two iterations, we witnessed some spiritual successes that failed to capture the essence and mechanics that fans are still attached to. Surprisingly, THQ Nordic announced last year that the talented team at Haemimont Games, known for their essential titles such as the Tropico series, Viktor Vran and others, would be developing the next installment. Throughout various updates, Haemimont Games always conveyed to the audience how much attention they were putting into the game's creation, aiming not to disappoint fans again. Let's see if they didn't screw it up this time.
No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
This is Emma Lafontaine. Thank you for agreeing to help me find my father. I don't have much time to talk. I've been told it's no longer...
The Jagged Alliance series has always featured a mature storyline filled with cops, authoritarian regimes and mercenaries. The new chapter is no exception, as it takes the player to the turmoil-ridden Grand Chien, where the recent president kidnapping by a group called the Legion, led by a mysterious man known as the Major, has taken place. Kidnapped president's daughter hires the player to attempt to resolve the situation. To do so, they will have access to the famous catalog of the world's best mercenaries, AIM and IMP, where they can create a customized mercenary, a feature also present in the second installment of the series. During the course of the adventure, the player will have to make crucial decisions that will influence the story and how the local population perceives the group from that point onward. This provides the opportunity to access certain rewards rather than others, breaking free from the cliché of right or wrong.
No, I would never.
I thought so. I knew he's been stealing from us.
Jagged Alliance 3, following in the footsteps of its predecessors, offer a gameplay experience that unfolds across two interconnected layers. Players take charge of their units on the strategic layer, meticulously orchestrating their movements on a sprawling game map. This strategic aspect encompasses a range of activities including tending to the wounded, mending broken objects, and training local inhabitants to form a formidable resistance militia. Meanwhile, the tactical layer immerses players into the heart of the action as they navigate through individual sectors, engaging with non-player characters and embarking on gripping turn-based combat encounters against well-fortified enemy forces. These meticulously designed layers seamlessly blend together, capturing the essence of what made the earlier titles so captivating. Jagged Alliance 3's combat system offers real-time exploration, allowing players to interact with the surroundings and find the best positions to set up ambushes against enemies and utilize stealth kills to avoid attracting the attention of all enemies within a specific area, which feels really rewarding. Once engaged, the combat shifts to turn-based mode, where players can move all their units and take action, spending action points before ending their turn and allowing the enemies to act. Options such as running attacks, overwatch, grenade throwing, and, notably, a targeting system that allows precise aim at different body parts provide a distinctive aspect that players will need to consider. The targeting system doesn't simply indicate a percentage chance of hitting or missing a shot. Yes, you heard correctly. I admit that even after about 15 hours of gameplay, I still struggled with not having this information. However, it should be noted that, although the percentage is absent, players are provided with bonuses and penalties that show whether a shot is likely to succeed. Bonuses such as position, lightning, and elevation counteract penalties such as enemy cover, harder to hit body parts, distance from the target, and so on. To increase the chances of hitting the target, the player can spend additional action points to narrow down the target.
Feel me? You straight tripping. feels good when we're winning.
Jagged Alliance doesn't have flawless heroes as characters, but rather ruthless, mostly mercenaries, still seen as heroes by the freed local population.
It is my wish to inform you that hiring Victoria Waters, whom people call Vicky,
And this third chapter seems to have done a great job. First, by bringing back many of the money-oriented soldiers present in the previous installments, and then by characterizing each one of them and interviewing their relationships. It is possible that, when attempting to recruit a mercenary, they may refuse or ask for a higher salary because they don't get along with a certain mercenary already on the team. Other mercenaries may suggest that hiring a particular character would be more beneficial on the battlefield and so on.
Ice? Are you wounded? Nah, man. I'm cool.
Oh, it's just that.
The dialogues are also very well done, where the various characters' personalities emerge prominently, just as I experienced it with Steroid, the famous hot head who has made a strong comeback from Jagged Alliance 2. Each one of them has a specific attributes that influence their tactical and strategic specialities. Building a balanced party will be vital for a successful start. Mechanics capable of luck picking and repairing objects, medics who can revive the party after a firefight, leaders who can effectively communicate with the local population and form militia to protect conquered sectors, and more. Mercenaries will improve their statistics by operating in a field, completing missions, reading books, or by utilizing a team member who can act as a mentor in a particular skill, a feature seen in Jagged Alliance 2 that I was delighted to find it here. Another notable aspect is the weapon customization. In Jagged Alliance 2, it was possible to add accessories in specific weapon slots. In this third installment, that feature has returned but greatly improved, resembling the weapon customization in games like Warzone. In this section, players can view the weapon from all angles and play with the various available slots to apply enhancements. For example, enhancing a weapon's night effectiveness, attaching sniper scopes for improving aim and higher critical hits, making a silent weapon using recycled materials, and much more. The attention to details in reconstructing the accessories and weapons is truly meticulous, showcasing the developers' dedicated work. Jagged Alliance 3 does a great job when it comes to the audio department, offering high quality and realistic sound effects and a soundtrack that echoes African settings, providing a strong immersion especially during important dialogues. As for the graphic aspect, the 3D world is well structured, but perhaps something more could have been done for the animation, which often seems a bit simplistic. I would have liked to see an animation dedicated to stealth kills, for example. Instead, everything is reduced to the mercenary waving their knife and the enemy falling to the ground. I was also very convinced by the user interface, which is intuitive and well structured. I really like the tooltips reminiscent of Jagged Alliance 2. Every fan of the series hopes for a great title that can at least evoke the same feeling experienced in a beloved previous installment. Rejoice, because this third chapter managed to offer a tactical strategy game that faithfully brings back the mechanics of the series while presenting them in a modern way, making all fans feel at home. In the early hours of gameplay, you might have some negative feelings due to the little bit scaring aiming system, the complexity primarily stemming from the absence of a hit percentage indicator, and not so intuitive stealth system. However, after that, the game flows smoothly, and I believe we are facing one of the best strategy games of the year, offering many hours of gameplay for both series enthusiasts and genre lovers. Therefore, I can confidently say that Haemimont Games didn't screw up Jagged Alliance 3.